am here. It's Debra, and I wanted to stop and talk to you today about grief. I am here. I am back just from Saturday. I didn't expect to be here today being Wednesday. Um, but I really wanted to talk about this while this was kind of raw. So I talked a few days ago about seeing God's goodness in death and how you're supposed to think about the fact that the person went to heaven and how you get a chance to do what you need to do, take care of your business. Well, that was Saturday. And then on Monday, one of my friends died. And so it was right there in my face. And so I wanted to bring it while the whole situation was really relevant for me and it wasn't just a topic I was discussing. She died. She left us. And we're missing her. And so, how do you again find goodness in death? And how do you again go about living your life? It's a tough space. And now, on top of that, I actually want to bring up the conversation of how do you find goodness in grief? Because I am grieving. And I'm trying to go through when practicing what I preach. I said that you can find goodness in everything. You can find God's goodness in everything. And that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I must admit, I am having a moment. And so, how do you find goodness in God's grief? How do you find goodness when you're grieving? I'm looking to find the goodness here by thinking about the fact that I have good memories of her. I can cry. God allows us to cry. God promises us that there is a, oh my gosh, what is that called? In Ecclesiastes, he says there's a time for everything, right? There's a time for everything that happens to us. And so I am holding on to that. I also got a chance to think about the song, Jesus Will Carry You Through. And it's, this group sings it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their name. Okay, maybe a little bit. Enthousamos, and Thalsamias. They do a really terrific job of singing this song about how there is no trial too big that God can't solve it. There is no storm too great that God can't calm it. And so I began to think of that song, that Jesus will carry us through. So if you're having a moment, a season like me, when you're grieving and you're missing somebody, you're really missing somebody, remember that the goodness of God means that this is your turn. This is your chance to prove him. The song says, how we prove him, o'er and o'er, the church song. How we prove him, o'er and o'er. This is our chance to prove him, that he's going to carry us through. He's going to get us through day by day. And you probably have seen that art picture where Jesus is carrying the child or Jesus is carrying the person. And I'm certainly thinking of that right now because I need Jesus to literally pick me up and carry me because I'm having a rough moment. What about you? Are you having a rough moment? Is this a season of grief for you and you need God to carry you through? Let's trust him to do it. I don't know about the days ahead, and he doesn't even tell us to concern ourselves about the days ahead. Actually, in Matthew 6, he tells us that each day has enough trouble for itself. And Monday certainly had enough trouble for itself. And now I'm up to Wednesday, and so I'm just going to rest in him. I'm going to encourage you to do the same. How to find goodness in grief? Let Jesus carry you through, won't you? I need to do it. I'm sure you do too. Talk to you soon. This is Debra E. Johnson. You know all the stuff that's asked of you, subscribing and liking. Please do it. But remember most of all that Jesus will carry us through. Talk to you soon.